Hi everyone. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about living to your full potential. So this is relevant for anyone who wants to progress in their career, their health, relationships. So you don't necessarily have to have mental health issues. This is for anybody that's just feeling a bit stuck, a bit unfulfilled, maybe not really knowing what things you want to improve, but you just know that you feel a little bit just going through the motions and not living your full potential. So first of all, we look at the barriers, what's getting in your way, what keeps you stuck. So that can be many different things, really. Limiting beliefs, that's a common one. Things that we believe about ourselves can keep us at a level that we believe we should be. So that keeps us from progressing to the next level. So we know from research that relationships are really important to us. So we could be feeling stuck in a career. We could also be feeling stuck and unfulfilled in relationships. So in those instances, we can look at, what are the problems? Motivation, energy levels, lack of sleep. All these things make it quite difficult to think creatively. It can keep us from actually thinking about what we might want. So things like worrying about finances, worrying about the kids, worrying about a parent. We live very busy lives, so we don't always have time to think about what we really want. And there can be other limiting beliefs, such as I've had some people who believe it's selfish to have aspirations for yourself, that you should help others and be there for others, and put your family first and that kind of thing. And there's a case, we have responsibilities. There's a case for those sorts of things. But if we do that all the time, then we tend to just neglect ourselves and what our wishes might be. So once we've identified what's getting in the way, we can work on those problem areas. So there is some focus on our health, because energy levels and sleep, nutrition and exercise are really important. If we don't take care of ourselves in that way, then it's very difficult to think straight and to have energy. It really impacts how the brain functions, all these physical aspects. So we would work on how to address those things, if any of those areas were relevant. And we would also look at the way we think and feel about ourselves as well, really. So once we've identified all that kind of thing, we identify the goals. We gain insights on, gain a lot of self-awareness about yourself, really, that you may not have thought about before. Because, like I say, we don't always have time for that introspection. So towards the end of the programme, we do a staying well plan. So the staying well plan is really just a roundup of everything that we've been talking about. So we look at things to potentially avoid going forward, and that can be just not taking care of ourselves in general, taking too much on, struggling to say no to people. That then leaves us exhausted and, like I say, no time to work on ourselves. So if it's relevant for you, we might look at assertive communication or healthy boundaries, if that's something that you really struggle with. So what to potentially avoid going forward. We also look at what's important to keep going, to keep working on, and what to identify that things like self-care. So you might have identified that, well, it's important for me to be out in nature. I need to do that at least once a week. That really recharges my batteries. Or just taking a bath or listening to some music or whatever, that you'll identify different things. Artwork is another thing that people, if you're artistic, that find it really relaxing. So it's important to be intentional about keeping these things going in order to give ourselves that space to continue to progress. So it's individualized, as always. You know, we are human beings, we're very different, our needs are different, but fundamentally we need to feel valued, and that what we're doing in the world is worthwhile, really. So we can look at that. That's your authenticity, really, is what we're talking about there. What are your values? What's important for you? So the best way to contact me is through Counselling Directory. You can just Google Counselling Directory and search for my name, Angeline Hennessy-Thompson. This programme is delivered in a group as well, a group situation. We have to be very boundaried. If it's a group, we have to have an agreement where whatever is discussed stays in the group. You know, because we're going to be talking about our hopes and fears. So we need to feel that we can trust those in the group. So that's an important aspect of that. But a group situation is really good because you get the added bonus of meeting new people, and you form quite close relationships as well when you're talking about your hopes and fears. You tend to form close relationships in that scenario. So I don't let the groups, they're not too big. I don't, we keep the groups quite small for obvious reasons, so that we can, you know, have that focus. So I hope you found today's video helpful and interesting. I get really excited about this kind of thing because I love to help people grow into their full potential and watch them thrive, really. I think often we're just trying to survive with the busyness of our lives. So get in touch if this type of programme interests you. Like I say, it's relevant for everyone, really, who wants to progress and just get out of that stuck place. Okay, I'll look forward to seeing you on the next video.